Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry I didn't press record on the first nail, but as you can see it's absolute frigging disaster, so it's not really anything that you've missed. Don't you just love using white? The annoying thing was I got the first bead absolutely spot on, but then it just went a bit downhill. Why? Because yet again, the minute I sit down to the table, everybody apparently seems to need my assistance. And by the time you have, stopped the kids from fighting with each other, or, I don't know what it is. Honestly, it's driving me nuts now. I'm getting quite irritated. I fed them, I watered them, they were all settled down, absolutely fine. I'm not even 3 foot away from them. They're sat on the sofa watching a film. I'm in my little area. But no, the minute I pick up a brush, it starts. To make this even more fun, these tips keep coming out of the hand. Grr. Anyway, that's what filing's for. So we shan't worry about it because all will come right in the wash and you're not going to see any of that anyway because we're going to cover it up. But you know me, I like to show you everything. Yeah, which I would have done if I'd actually pressed record for that and you could have enjoyed the fail that was my application. Everything else, however, this wasn't too bad. I have a moment when I do pick up a bit of a wet bead. I find with white, and I don't know if it's anybody else, but I always have to concentrate on my bead pickup with white because it's so much more temperamental than other powders. Like if you get it slightly wrong, on most powders, they're a little bit more forgiving. You can get away with it, but with white, no, you are held to ransom. If you don't pick up that bead right, if you don't wait for that moment, it's gonna beat you. And it's going to make life hard, and it's going to be a poop head, and that is exactly what it's doing. Add to that, it was quite a warm day, and yeah, mess ensues. Like I say, that's why we have a file. It's not a problem. And most of the time, if things are going a little bit wrong, I tend to just add more product. Why? Because you can always file back. If you don't put enough there in the first place, you've instantly shot yourself in the foot because you can't file that into a good shape because there's not enough product to do that. So if it's starting to go a little bit wrong, add a bit more product, okay? Give yourself some filing wiggle room, as I call it. That just means that if it's a little bit lumpy bumpy, it doesn't matter. Because by the time you've filed out the lumpy bumpies and you've got it all nice and smooth, you've still got your apex, you've still got all of your strength. Everything is still there. Well, it's like carving. Right? You start off with a giant block and you carve it down to what you want it to be. Similar principle, obviously don't dig in and carve stuff out because that's not going to make a beautiful nail. I am using Cjp, this is Snow White. In fact, I'm using all Cjp products today. And yeah, I'm just gonna give up with these tips on this practice hand. So I am using, I think that was Dorothy's slippers. Now, interestingly, these are glitter acrylic mix powders, but yeah, it still didn't have the cap on the lid. Now, obviously, you have to cap them. You can't just leave it like that. They're not a strength powder. Just something I spotted. I don't know if anybody else has spotted that, but yeah, I just found that a little bit of an interesting one because Cjp tend to put a cap, like a little baseball cap, on their lids if the product needs capping. Because some of their coloured powders are, in fact, strength powders. I love not having to cap them, but if you want to conserve the colours, because obviously it's more expensive buying colours than it is clear, you can just put them on thinner and then cap over the top so it just uses less product. But I hate capping. I don't like it. Today I'm going to use the clear ice for capping. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between clear ice is and crystal clear. I mean, it does say on the website that crystal clear is just clearer. Yeah. There's a clear and there's a slightly clearer clear. Is that all clear? Oh, do we all understand that one? Yeah, no, neither do I. Anywho, I didn't notice any particular difference. It still worked all good. So it's a bit of a strange design, this one. I've got some water decals and I really liked the colours in them. I know you're all sat there going, a strange design? What? Shona, you do surprise us. Since when do you do weird designs? I know, I'm sorry. I will do actually just some plain, normal, simple, well, not plain, but, you know, simpler designs as well. I try to mix it up a little bit. But like I say, when I come to the table, I just kind of do what I feel like doing. You know, it's not like I've got clients who are directing me in any particular direction, which is obviously what I used to do on my channel with Emma and Megan and my sister. They had an idea of what they wanted. They'd use different things to what I'd want. And I love the fact that it would change and evolve. But obviously at the moment I have free range. Yeah, I'm being very thumbist today as well. I'm not doing the thumb. The reason being, the thumb would just be probably blue. So this is electric blue, which is beautiful. This is also from Cjp. But yeah, so I just don't really have thumb tips in this particular shape. So yeah. And I wanted to do a different shape to the really long ones that I've been doing recently. Because, you know, I like to mix it up. So I'm just tucking that round the cuticle. I'm using my sized 12 brush again. This is from Glitter Planet and it is called You Got This. I feel like it needs to be said in that particular accent as well, you know. You got this. Because I just see that, I don't know who it was. It was like, you got this, girl. And I can't remember who it was who did it, but it was a great gif. I like that one. I need to try and find it, actually. And that's what pops into my head every time I try and say it. So, there you go. That's why. So this one is more of, it's just got a super fine through it. So, it's really highly pigmented. You don't need a lot of it. And it works beautifully. It's lovely. Even Dorothy's, you know, slipper being a pre-mixed, it's the right mix and it just goes on really nicely. Got no problems with their Snow White either. That was application error, not product error. You know me, if I don't like something, I'll say it. This is no fault of the system. That's purely on me. Okay, so I've filed I've capped them, the ones that need to be capped, obviously white doesn't. I have filed and buffed them, and on the white nails, I have put a layer of base coat. I have cured that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Now I'm coming in with the water decals, and you see the difference, right? These water decals, they go in, they come straight off, no faffing around, no issues like I've had with, what was it? I think it was one of the Dippy Cow ones. And even you can see that the consistency of them compared to the ones that I got from eBay, the Grinch ones. I don't know if they've come out yet. I'm slightly confused with what order I'm in. But you see what I mean? They're a lot thinner. And yep, now the tip's going to come out when I try and do this. I'm just lifting it. I'm just trying to get rid of some of those. There we go. Just going to wrap that down. And it doesn't matter about the top part because I'm going to come in with these really cute little butterflies. They are 3D stickers. I have no clue where I got them from. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Probably eBay or AliExpress, I would assume. But yeah, so I use my clear jelly stamper. Just peel off the back and stick that on to the nail. Job's a good one, as simple as that. So I'm going to come in Like I say, with the other stickers over the top, would they sit down for me? No. This was not a good nail set day. Like I say, I'm getting harassed whilst I was like, I finished work. I just want 30 minutes. Just, 30 minutes. This took me 4 different attempts to finally get through the set. So I got the first amount on, then I had to go and sort stuff out, came back to cap them, had to go off and sort something out, came back to file them, had to go sort something out, came back to then finish this off. I just about got the top coat on before the next thing that I had to go and sort out. So it gives you an idea of just quite, yeah. I was not a happy Shona. And it was definitely a case of, I need to just go walk away from my table. And in fact, I need to go walk away from everybody at this point because I need a break. So here we go. These, look at these. They're so cute. I like them. So I'm just going to decide which ones I want. Would these come off their backing? No. So I do break a couple, but we get there in the end and, all's fine. As long as we get there in the end, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to line these up. Now, because it's got the sticky of the... what's it called? Base coat. That's the stuff. It just doubly helps it stick. So I will come and use my fingers and just squish those down a bit more. Then what I do is I will go over with base coat over them and the decal before I was going to say cap it. I don't cap it. Before I put the top coat on. Because especially the 3D stickers, they have no sticky to them. And what I found was that... the top coat wouldn't stick to them properly and you'd end up getting lifting on your top coat and then everything would just come off and it all got ruined. So by putting the base coat on, it makes them sticky and it just helps everything stick down together. So you kind of like sandwich it in. Base coat underneath, base coat on top. That's one tasty sandwich. Ugh. No, it isn't. Don't eat base coat. That would not be nice. Don't do it. Yeah, I'm going to put the gianty one up on there. And we're just going to pop another one on the other side. There we go. And then I'm just going to squish them down. And it was literally the minute I squished them down, they pop back up again. Breathe. All will be well. And at this point, I'm starting to doubt myself, going, you might have gone on a little bit weird here, Shona, like more than normal. And he just reminds me, just trust the process. Trust the process. Because when I put this top coat on, and you see that bling come back through of that glitter, it all makes sense. It all ties in. I promise it does. Okay, so I've put the base coat on, I've cured that, they're all now stuck in position, so now we're going to come along with the top coat. I really hope you've enjoyed this. And my little ranty ramble through this as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.